everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome to you. Going to be reading for the lovely star sign of Leo. So Leo, let's have a look what your poetic words were for this week. Doing sort of lucky dip poems this week. I did like that idea, to be fair. So it just allows spirit to decide what comes out for you. So just make sure we mix them up a little bit first. Okay. Let's give them a little shake then and see what comes out for Leo. Spirit, please bring out the message that Leo needs to hear this week. Please bring out the message what Leo needs to hear. Thank you. Sent that one there for you. So, just move that out the way, Leo. And the message we have for you this week is, can you hear the winds of change calling as the autumn leaves begin to turn? Pass upon someone's offer because they never seem to learn that you are not just here to be used and abused, the one to dig them out of a mess. Time for a few home truths this week. Time to confess. So yeah, pass upon someone's offer because they never seem to learn. I just feel this energy that I was picking up at the time I was writing these words out as the collective to put in for the poems this week. I felt there was somebody around you, and obviously it's coming out for you, Leo, where there's an expectance for you to sort of be there for somebody, and they only sort of ring you up or want you around when they need help or they need to be bailed out of a mess. And it's like the penny's starting to drop now, okay, or it will start to drop around you of in, you know what, I'm just feel like I'm being used and abused. And I feel it comes in because I feel you sort of have realised when you want help off them or ask them if they can do something for you, they're too busy. And this is when I feel like a truth comes in and you're going to have time to confess and say, look, you know what, this ain't just a one-way street, because it feels like a one-way street to me. But I know Leos don't like conflict. Okay, they will try their hardest not to sort of have conflict, but it's like to say, take a step back then. Okay, take a step back from somebody this week where you're starting to realise that you've tested the waters with them and they're not coming up to scratch for you, where you've sort of been there thick and thin for them. So with that said and done, let's have a look at your numerology numbers for this week. What have we got for Leo? And we have 28. So the 28th of October can be significant for a passing, okay, either 3 days before or after, anniversary, birthdays as well. It doesn't have to be somebody on the earth plane, it can be those in spirit. If we take the 2 and 8 down, it brings a 10. So 10 can also be significant this week, as in if we go 1 plus 0 comes to a 1, and that can also be synchronicities. Okay, check out online for these numbers for your angels and spirit guide messages. There's quite a lot of these on the internet, so whatever you are drawn to, then that'll be the one that you need to get the spiritual message from. So with that said and done with, let's shake the dice and see what comes out in your first message. We have number 1 for you. And we have the overall energy, okay, is courage, literally your own star sign symbol. And it reads on the back, take the leap, your courage will see you through. So this could be taking the courage to tell that person out of those poetic words, you know, I'm not going to be able to do that for you, okay? I'm not going to be taken for a fool, I want to say, for some of you as well. You've got to fight your corner this week on something, Leo. You've got to fight your corner. The card that comes out with it is the 7 of Cups. I'm sure somebody, if it's not you, I think it might have been you on a couple of weeks back, who came out with these two, sort of exactly in the same position. So there's just something still going on around you where you've got to pluck up the courage. I want to say now, you've got to pluck up the courage, okay, and defend yourself. Because it's saying until you can address this issue, the universe is not going to bring in the next piece of the jigsaw for you to move on with. It could be in a relationship for some, not all of you, but whereas you've got to sort of say, you know, I can't carry on with this anymore. There's certain aspects within a relationship that need addressing, and you have to be strong enough to say, I can't cope, I'm struggling. For some of you, it could be as far as I've got to cut free from this relationship, because until you can accept that something is over or it's not working, then the universe will not bring in the next stage or the next pathway for you. It's as though the universe says, right, until you can defend yourself, until you can release yourself from whatever it is that is troubling you, then we will bring in the next part of your journey. It's very deep, Leo. Your inner psyche then for this week is messenger of water. And I feel like I want to say, by looking at this card on this occasion, you don't want for anything materialistically wise. But what you do want is your freedom. I look at this card, right, and she's just encrusted in pearls, okay, jewels. Yeah, it's though she's got her face pressed up against glass, looking at the little seahorse and just wishing she could be free as them. There's an element within this card that you are longing to free yourself from something. It's more or less saying, I don't need the materialistic things. I feel for some of you, you could be in a relationship with somebody who that's all they do. They buy you jewellery, okay? And you're just thinking to yourself, I've got that song in my head now actually. There's a song by J-Lo, and I will put it in the description box below. I can't think of the actual title of it, but it's something to do along the lines of she's with somebody and they buy her expensive cars and jewellery, and do you know what I mean? But they're never there. All she wants is their time and love. Okay? And this is what I feel I'm picking up with some of my Leos this week. I don't need all this stuff. I don't need all these gifts buying me. I just want to be with you. I just want to spend time with you. It's not a substitute for the person that you're with. Okay, now that's definitely not going to resonate with everybody, but I had to bring that in. Obviously, if it's not a relationship, then there's something around you that you feel you want to explore different avenues, seeing the bigger picture, focusing on something that you want to channel your energies in for the future. What does the universe bring in with this? Wow, and it's time to go. When one door closes, another one opens. This is why the Seven of Cups came in for you. And it's like the wishing fairy is sitting up there on the cloud saying, okay, Leo, until you have an acceptance here of defending yourself in saying enough is enough, okay, it's time to go. Cut my ties. There's another world out there. That's what the messenger of water is really looking at as well. She's like looking at another aspect of her environment. The universe is giving you a message there. 4 and 5 add up to 9. 9 is a near completion of, okay, let's do this. Let's be brave. Let's have the courage and the strength to move forward. Time to go. Instead of letting go, it's time to go. Okay. Time to go. So yeah, let's have a look at your animal spirit cards then, Leo. Just for a few of you as well. It's right, I'm just getting a message coming in. Looking at the bare floorboards on there. There's something about either a property you're moving into that's got that I want to say you want the bare floorboard look though. Okay, because some people just want carpet, don't they? You know, carpet over everything. But I've got a Leo here on the opposite side of, I quite like the bare floorboard look. So you could be going into somewhere, renting somewhere, or asking the question, can I take up the old carpets? Or there's carpet already in the house that you're buying, and it's like, no, it's got to come up. I want to have this bare floorboard. Something about bare floorboards. So I'll leave that one with you, Leo. So we have the alchemical sign of the vulture, which is the alchemical sign of air. And we have the alchemical sign of fire, which is the elephant. Okay. And it's the direct energies. These are, the vulture goes in for the kill, an elephant will go in for a stampede. This is where the courage is plucked up here. You've got to go with what your inner self, your passion and desire is saying to you. Okay, it's like you've picked to the bare bones of everything, but there's no action being taken. And it's like, yeah, you've had to wait for the moment where you feel it's the right time to strike, because I'm looking at the vulture energy, but it's saying to do it now, because even the universe is saying it's time to go, it's time to act. Okay, let's get the second part of this reading out for you, Leo. And we've got lucky 6. So number 6 for the spirit messages. We have, you are not alone. We are here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot see us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. So I want to say spirit are supporting you. They can hear your inner wishes, your inner thoughts. Okay. I want to say light a candle as well for some of my Leos, because that gets you more in tune with spirit anyway. It's a specific week where you lost a loved one and you would have lighted a candle anyway. Your next oracle card that comes out on the spiritual realms is, don't be afraid to take a stand against injustice. Complacency makes you weak. Stand your ground. Okay, don't be complacent, which I feel you have been. That's why the Courageous card has come out for you. Own it this week, Leo. Own it for yourself. And then the fairy realms, we've got believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the northern lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. Believe in magic, but I feel something needs, I'm looking at the light aspect on this card, on about the northern lights, then I feel the fairies are saying, feel the energies of change around you. It's a message to say, go deep within this week, Leo. Use the energies of old, of the wisdom that you have brought with you through many years of reincarnation. And if you don't believe in any of that, then it's saying to you, you've just got to go with your gut feelings. And also pay attention this week, Leo. There's an emphasis on the pixie ear in that card. And it's sort of, you will be privy to something this week that you will sort of hear third hand. Keep your ears to the ground, Leo. just going to pick another card out from the Dream Decoder deck. What else have we got for Leo, please, Spirit? Okay, not a very pretty card. And it says teeth falling out. Teeth falling out may suggest fear of aging or feeling unattractive or unappealing in some way. Okay, it's also a symbolize of fear of losing something or something important to you, emotional or material survival. Okay, I don't feel it's anything to do with what the picture is portraying here. It's more or less the mouth part of I need to speak out. Okay, there's emphasis on the mouth here. And it's like to say, allow your inner truths to come out. At the start of this message with the poem that I read out, that you've got to tell somebody, you know, it's all getting a bit long in the tooth now. Pardoning the pun here, but yeah, it is getting a bit long in the tooth how somebody is treating you. So you've got to open your mouth wide and speak your truth and tell people how you're truly feeling on certain situations that are making you unhappy and stopping you from moving forward. Okay, it could be for a very small minority of you that this has come out because you are suffering mouth issues, ulcers, okay, finding it difficult to eat on one side of your mouth, and it's just one thing after another. It's not you directly, it could be somebody close to you who's having dental issues. But I feel the majority of on this reading, it's about speaking out. You've held things back too long, Leo. So my lovelies, I hope you can take something from that reading. Don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs. And until next time, you take care of yourself. Bye then.